We're joined today by assistant coach Clayton O'Callahan and freshman Bree Lucas from the women's program. Coach, we'll start with you here. It was an off week from competition this week, but certainly not from what you guys are trying to accomplish out there in terms of your training. Obviously, last weekend you just ran at the Lake Charles Cowboy Stampede. Both teams did pretty good over there. Could you just kind of update on that and kind of update us on where you guys are at your training and kind of what is turning into a crucial stretch of the season here?
Yeah, we were very satisfied with both the men's and the women's results. Obviously, every time you get an individual winner, that's always a big thing, a big name for our program to really spread our image across the state and against some quality teams. The men did a fairly good job of handling the increase in distance, but that was really kind of the focus this week as we're bumping up to 8K next week at FSU and Southland Conference Championships, to kind of just do a little bit of longer workouts, and really focus on running hard at the end of these longer runs.
And that's where we'll jump over to you, Bree, because again, an off week, some people might think of it as like football. Oh, they're just doing some walkthroughs or something like that, getting their bodies back ready again. No, this was actually very hard part of your guys' training for the season. Could you just maybe touch on that casual fan, maybe what you guys were up to this past week?
Yeah, an off week definitely does not mean off week. We definitely put in a lot of work this week, a lot of mileage. I want to say a lot more speed this week, I believe. But yeah, we put in a lot of work this week. It was just a good week. We all felt strong, and we just did what we needed to do.
Perfect. And then bounce back to you, Coach. Like we said, we kind of are at a important point in the schedule here. FSU Invitational coming up. And then from there, it's just the Southland Championships. We have the South Regionals. How important is it to get the athletes into a meet like this at FSU, where it'll be a little bit bigger field, obviously a little bit stronger competition, and the women have been doing the 5K for a little bit, but how important is it to get the men up to that 8K distance for the first time this season?
Yeah, it's really huge. Our men's team, their goal this year is to be top 6 at conference and even receive votes in the regional rankings, and to do that we need to have strong showings at meets like the FSU Invitational and at Southland Conference. So they're getting to race a really quality field in a couple weeks. FSU will be hosting nationals in 2 years, so a lot of schools are going there to preview the course. And the same thing on the women's side with Arena. She's going to get pushed probably the most she has in her 2 years here so far at this next meet. And then for our freshmen, Bree, Anna, and Michelle, it's going to be really big, kind of an eye-opening experience to see like what it's going to take to be at that next level, both at the conference and the regional wise, as they continue to mature and develop in our program.
And then perfect. And then just jump back to Bree. He kind of touched on a little bit of Arena, obviously not stealing the headlines, but obviously the headlines are well deserved, which 3 wins in a row. She's been doing something not too many athletes have done here in program history, but that's not to take away what the rest of y'all are doing as well. This is obviously one of the strongest programs on the women's side in the past few years here. Can you just talk about where you guys are at that process? Because you'll be running with these girls, no seniors this year. You'll be running with these girls the next few seasons. Could you just tell everybody kind of where you guys are at in terms of that?
I think it was just a great idea for a coach to have all of us come in around the same speed, same mentality, same mindset, same just everything. We're all on the same page about everything, and we all understand that we're here to win and we're here to just show everyone what we can do. So it was great that we all came in around the same caliber, I guess you could say. So we're all ready to just compete together. That's what we're about. We're a team, we're together, and we're ready to show what we can do.
Awesome, and you can watch both the men's and women's teams compete next Friday, October 11th, 7:45 a.m. The men's 8K will get underway, 8:20 a.m. the women's 5K. That's obviously Eastern, so for you fans back home, you have to wake up a little earlier. 6:40 a.m. and 7:20 a.m. will be the starts for that. All right, thank you guys for joining us today.
Thank you.